Hi everybody, welcome to today's live makeover. Today we have in studio Joanna Gaines. No, I'm just kidding, but we were joking how she looks just like her. This is Leslie and she is stunning and she's so cute. She came today and she's like, I was so nervous to be your model. I've had anxiety for like the last couple weeks. She was referred by a friend, but she's stunning. She said, you said you were nervous because you don't really wear makeup, right?
Right. I don't even own a tube of mascara.
Which I love. I'm like, no, I'm so excited. Today is going to be so fun. So what I want to do I almost called you Joanna for real, like now it's in my head, for Leslie, is I want to create I want to do something special that's like fun for her since she's not really a makeup girl. So we definitely are going to have fun and play with some color, but I want to do something very wearable. I want to play up her beautiful smooth skin and do something really dewy. So today is going to be so fun. So we're going to get started on the eyes. I ordered a whole bunch of Charlotte Tilbury products today, so we're going to be trying some of those. So this is Charlotte Tilbury's like cream eyeshadow pots. This one is called Rose Gold, and this is a really pretty color. I like the warm pinky tones in it. I think they'll be pretty with Leslie's sort of copper color eyes. So we're going to start by applying this on her eyes. So Leslie has great features. She has beautiful, smooth skin. She was telling me she feels like her brows are on the thin side. So I'm excited. She hasn't seen yet. So before we started, go ahead and close for me. I re-sculpted her brows. I just wanted to add a little bit of fullness. And actually, Kelly took, in a second, she took a before video. So when Kelly gets a chance, I'm going to have her play the before video of Leslie because I did some reshaping for sure with her brows. So she has a good shape. She has a lot of hairs, but they're a little bit sparse right here. So they were almost sort of arched this way, and I like to have my arch over here. So I just sort of reshaped them with the pencil.
You want me to play it now, Jules?
Yeah, go ahead and play it now so you guys can see the difference. So this is the after. So that was fun. I have a brow tutorial on my channel that's all about brows and how I shape them. But I've had a lot of requests since I generally do them off camera, so I was thinking of doing another one. So if that is something you guys would want, let me know in the comments. And also welcome those of you that are in the live chat. I know today we started with a lot of you. So welcome. Say hi to cute Leslie. Okay, so this cream eyeshadow pot is really pretty. It's going on really natural. It's a metallic pot, but it just has a pretty little shine. So I'm just mostly putting that on her lids just to give it a little bit of pop. And I love the way that's looking. And then I also grabbed, this is called Exaggerize for bigger, brighter eyes. This is by Charlotte Tilbury too. I'm going to hold this up by Leslie. So we're going to use probably a lot of this matte color, and then it has two shimmers and a glitter. So we're going to use this to sort of reshape her eyes. She was telling me she feels like her eyes are a little bit hooded.
Yes.
And they're not, I don't think they're as much as she thinks, but they are just slightly right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply this crease color above her natural crease, and that's going to open up the eyes and make them look less hooded. Go ahead and close. So when Kelly was saying how she looks like Joanna Gaines, I was Googling pictures of Joanna Gaines, and you totally do. You guys are both stunning. But Joanna Gaines, I feel like her signature look from the photos I saw, she's like very into her eyeliner. So she does a lot of liner and then sort of natural eyes and stuff like that. I think we will definitely do eyeliner on you. We'll be inspired by Joanna Gaines, but I want to do something a little bit more soft for you. So that will be fun. I'm so excited for you to see.
Okay.
Okay, this is like the perfect crease color for her. So this was just this matte color. I don't think they don't have names. This one's just number 4. Yep, number 4. It's called Pop. But look how like that lifted. Go ahead and open. Look how that already lifted and opened her eyes. So we placed it there, and then I extended it here. And you can tell this eye just already looks more defined, sort of brighter. Go ahead and close. And you wear the perfect color. This plum color looks really good with the makeup I'm going to do on you today.
Oh, good.
I feel like people are pretty good at knowing their colors. Do you wear a lot of plum, sort of burgundies?
I like the fall, so I was just thinking it felt like fall this morning, and I thought this kind of brings out the fall vibe.
It does. It's very pretty.
Thank you.
I love fall everything. Fall clothes, fall colors.
Fall weather.
Fall weather. I always feel robbed of the fall. I moved to California from Utah. Yeah, I'm like, where's the fall? I don't mind not having the winter. Like, that's fine. But I do miss the fall.
Right, me too.
We go apple picking every year because then it kind of feels like fall. Like there's some leaf color changing up in our little mountains.
The crisp air.
Yes. Yeah, yesterday it was like kind of foggy and I'm like, oh, this is so magical. It feels like autumn and I'm like, well, it might be smog and not fog. I'm not sure because
it's true.
We have that air here, but either way,
it's true.
It's pretty.
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to pull up, make sure my chat is pulled up. Oh, hi guys. Hi, Erin. Okay, she says yes to a brow tutorial. You got it. We'll do another one soon. Allison wants one too. Oh, hi, cute Jacqueline. Okay, she says hello to both of us and to Kelly.
Hi.
She likes my hat. Thank you. I know this hat is cute. It feels like fall, but I was asking Kelly, I'm like, am I messing you up with the lights? I don't know if we can do hat on camera, but we went for it. So I'm glad you like it. And she, Jacqueline says you're very beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Jacqueline.
She says your finished look will be amazing. I know, I will be. I'm excited.
That's sweet.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I want to do kind of a precise eyeliner with a little bit of smudging. So I'm going to go into my gel eyeliner. We'll use black today. Yep, okay. We'll use the black. And then we're just going to define her pretty eyes with the liner. I really like a gel because you can be so precise. A pencil is really pretty for that sort of smudgy, smoky look. But I like to use a gel because I like to tight line. I think that's really pretty. And then we can smudge it afterwards. So this will be fun. And we can't say this is a Joanna Gaines look-alike tutorial if we don't do eyeliner because I think that's her thing.
Right.
Go ahead and I'm going to have you look down.
Okay.
With your eyes perfect, and I'm just going to kind of lift your lid and just draw right under your lashes. If you're not a makeup girl, this will probably feel weird. You can blink if you need to. You doing okay?
Yep.
You're doing great at being poked and prodded for like, I don't know. Have you had your makeup done before?
No.
Not for a wedding?
No, I haven't.
Really?
No.
No school dances, nothing?
No.
So, guys, this is so fun. This is awesome. Okay, keep looking down for me. Oh, I am so excited. We have to go somewhere fancy today, or just anywhere.
I need to.
Is the hubby home today?
He is. Make the reservations if you're watching.
Yeah, if you're watching. Leslie needs to be taken out.
Let's go out.
To some outdoor dining.
Honestly.
Okay, go ahead and look at the brush for me and then follow it with your eyes and hold right there. Good. So this is why, this area of the face is why I love the gel liner, because you can get really precise in these tear duct areas and it's very, very pretty. Okay. Gonna have you do that again. Look at the brush. Go over this way and down. Okay, go ahead and close for me. So I'll do the rest with your eyes closed. So for those of you watching right now, I'm sort of planning my upcoming tutorials. A lot of the times I just sort of plan it like in the moment. All my models right now are referrals, so I haven't met them until they come, and then I'll just sort of decide what I want to do. But I was thinking of doing just like things you guys have requested. We can do a brow one. If there's any specific things you guys would like to see, let me know, because since we're live, we can do whatever you guys want. If you guys love full face, we can do full face, and I think I'll always incorporate some of those. I don't think that will ever go away where I don't do it basically start to finish. But if you guys want specific areas of the face, like a more in detailed class, let me know. Drop your suggestions and requests. Okay, go ahead and open for me. Look how defined her pretty eyes are. Like, I just love eyeliner. Go ahead and actually open. Look over this way for me. Good. Okay, go ahead and close. eyeliner, and then when I curl your eyelashes, those are the two weirdest things, I think, if you've never had your makeup done, to have someone like up in your space.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in elementary, I was in a play and they had to put mascara on us, and like obviously I had never worn it. I was in like 5th grade, but it was the weirdest thing. Like the person was putting on mascara and I'm like, I can't even handle it. You're like up by my eyes. Like this is so weird. I mean, I was little, but
It was a different feeling.
it's a different feeling for sure. Go ahead and close. Eye stuff always freaked me out too. I didn't like anything near my eyes. Like I had really bad eyes, but I wore glasses forever because I'm like, contacts are too creepy. I don't want to touch my eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably do a little bit more defining with the shadow. I want to keep this pretty simple for her though. I want it to be more of like a natural look. Go ahead and open for me. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit on the bottom. I'm going to have you look up. Just going to touch along the edges. Perfect. Okay. And you can blink and close as much as you need. You did great. Look up again for me, and then I'll give you a little eye break. We'll let you close your eyes. Okay, you can close. So what I want to do now, so now that that's on, I definitely don't, for this look, I do not want a defined liner look, which is what we have just done. So I like to establish my tight lining and do my precision work to make the eyes pop, and then I decide if I want to leave the eyes more precise looking or if I want to smudge it in. For Leslie, I want to do some smudging. Do you get told you look like Joanna Gaines all the time?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Has anyone thought you were her? Where does she live? Does she live in California? Or no?
No, she lives in Texas. Actually,
Okay.
She lives in Waco, and I went with some girlfriends out to Waco this past January, and kind of was maybe hoping that I thought, well, maybe somebody will mistake me for her
Yeah.
and run up and say something, but nobody did.
Nobody
I thought
did?
It would have been cool to run into her too and do a side by side, but
Oh, yeah.
no, we've done that for a costume for a couple of Halloweens.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, so that's an easy Halloween costume
Oh,
for
yeah,
me.
there you go.
But people they've texted, or I had one person just text me the other day and they said, and Joanna Gaines was on TV, and they said, my son just asked why Jack's mom was on TV.
So funny.
And it was Joanna, so I thought that was funny.
That is too cute. You really do. That's a cute Halloween costume idea.
Yeah, it's an easy one.
You're like, I don't have to do anything. I
don't have to do much.
Just to myself. That's too cute. I'm surprised in Texas, nobody. But maybe it's more low-key there. I feel like if you're in like the LA area or like New York, maybe you're like expecting to see people and you would get it more.
Right.
That's really funny.
Right.
I have never been mistaken. I don't think I have a look-alike. Although, when Frozen first came out, I did have multiple like little girls, like 5-year-olds, because I used to wear my hair in a braid a lot, and like, they would come up to me and be like, "Are you Elsa?"
Oh, that's
like
cute.
I was on a flight once to, I think I was going to Canada, and this little girl was like a couple rows ahead of me, and she kept like looking back like through the seats and kind of and she was so cute, and I'm like, "Hi."
Oh.
And then when we got off the flight, she like dropped her doll so that I would pick it up and hand it to her.
Aww.
And her dad was like, "She thinks you're Elsa."
You could do
Go ahead
birthday
and
parties.
close. It was really funny. I know some people that do that. I think
Mhm.
that's so cute. I don't think I look like Elsa, but I think it was just like the thick blonde braid.
Right. I could see where she was thinking that.
It was so cute though. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just taking any dark brown powder. So this one is from the NARS palette. This one's the Skin Deep eye palette. And this is a great brown. I feel like for smudging, I like dark brown usually better than black a lot of times. And this one's just really great. It's matte. It's a very deep brown. It's super good for smudging. So I'm just topping that eyeliner with this powder. And it's just going to start to smudge it a little bit for me. So you can already see, even with her eyes closed, like this line, the liner is really sharp. This one, it's more smudgy. So powder is going to be your friend. You really can't smudge gel liner. it dries so quickly. You'd have to be so fast. Like, you'd have to smudge it while you were applying. So if I want a smudgy look, I don't ever try to achieve it with the gel. I'll do a pencil, I'll do a powder, or I'll top the gel with something. Okay, and then if you want additional smudginess, a pencil brush is going to be your BFF. So we're going to use this pencil eyeshadow brush and just dip into that same brown. Go ahead and close. And we're just going to smudge it up a little bit. I'm just going to have a really light hand with this. Just kind of go for it. And what's also, like, you'll notice I haven't gone too dark on the actual lid. I'm not doing a really dark color up there because we're going to apply lashes, and that will sort of give her eyes more of a lift as well. I'm going to turn you a little bit so you guys can see. So my big hat is not in the way of the cameras. Kelly's not. She's like, yes, your hat was in the way. Kelly does so good. She, like, is out there for you guys, just making sure that you can always see and the angles are good. So shout out to Kelly for being awesome. Okay, go ahead and open. See how pretty and smudgy that looks? That looks great and beautiful. I love it. Okay, before we do any other work on the eyes, I'm going to do the lashes because that's sort of going to change the look of things. And I'm going to try, I used these on our model on Tuesday and loved. They are like, I haven't loved lashes this much in a long time. And I love lashes. These are the Ardell Naked Lashes. They might be new. I haven't seen this line from Ardell in a bit. And then this one is the 421. I will link them for you guys. I've gotten so good at linking. I linked everything with my last video. And today I will too. I will link my items. Even if I don't link, I just like to list things for you guys too, so you know the shades, stuff like that. So if you have any requests, let me know. Oh, Amy says you're glowing.
Oh, thank you.
I know, this is all just skin prep. Her own skin is so glowy and beautiful. Angelique wants a brow tutorial too. Lynn said she wants a tutorial on how to apply individual lashes. Lynn, I have a good one. I can do another one, but I have a really good one on that. Maybe I'll link that in this video for you guys too, or I'll just add it in the comments. It is out there. Okay, and then Tori wants to know, would that palette be good for mature eyes? Yes, absolutely. It does have shimmers, so if you're I don't think mature skin and eyes need to stay away from shimmers necessarily, but if you prefer all mattes, you wouldn't like this one, but this does have one matte. So usually a palette for me, if it has a transitional matte, I can work with it. And Charlotte Tilbury does a good job with her shimmers. They're more sort of understated and wearable, even her ones that are very shimmery. So I think it'd be a fun one. They're pretty colors. Same with the pot that we used, the rose gold eyeshadow pot that we used on Leslie today. That's very metallic and very shimmery, but I think it would be pretty. Okay, hi Ashley. Okay, Megan. Hi everyone. Julia, I love, love, love your whole look today. Such a vibe. Oh, thank you, Megan. Okay. I can already tell that it's going to be such a good one today. Another beautiful model with such striking features. I told you everybody would be so sweet. When she told me she was nervous, I'm like, oh, my viewers are like the sweetest. They'll just compliment you in the little live chat.
Thank you guys. I was so nervous, so intimidated.
For no reason. You don't need to be. But it is, I totally get it. It's scary. If you're not used to it, it's out of your comfort zone.
Right.
You walk in here and we have like all the lights and all the cameras.
Right.
But you're so great. I'm glad you came. Okay, so I'm going to trim these. These lashes are long. She's the second one I've used this on. I've cut off the last two little clusters on both. I think on our model on Tuesday I might have cut the last three. So they generally need to be trimmed unless you have very large eyes. Go ahead and open. So pretty. These are just like unreal fluffy for like a non-mink lash or faux mink lash or whatever, just like your typical lash. These look super good. Like they look really expensive. But they have the thin band, the thin clear band. So if you're new to lashes, these are the easiest to put on. You cannot get easier than this type of band. Okay, we have this trimmed. I trimmed both first and then I put them on. So we're gonna do clear glue. And I usually link this glue too for you guys because I always get questions on the glue that I like. That used to be like my number one DM on all whenever I post before and after videos. They go, what lash glue did you use? This is what I use. It works great. Okay, so I just like to put on a nice, decent size layer. I feel like I've learned with makeup, you can put on a good amount of lash glue. My goal is just to kind of have it be even. If you have like clumps all up in it, you probably have too much glue, but I feel like for a long time I would try to get it really thin, the glue, but you can get on a good amount. And then I'll fan it. I'm so excited to do Leslie's skin. You have really pretty skin, so we'll have some fun. We'll do some glowiness.
Thank you.
Oh, Jacqueline has these lashes. She says they're beautiful. I think I'm gonna do a massive order. I wish you could order Ardell in bulk. Maybe I should email them. I love to order, like, once I like a lash, I just order like so many of them. Some lashes you can get in bulk. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. My glue. Go ahead and look down for me, but don't close. Have you ever worn fake lashes?
Okay, I tried one time.
Okay.
And we were going out on a group date. And so I was like, oh, perfect. What a great opportunity to try out some fake lashes. And by the end of the night, I think one had fallen off and the other one was still on. So I'm like, what do I do? I don't know. So then I'm trying to rip the other one off and make it, but then that one was stuck on really good.
Oh my gosh.
So I was kind of a mess.
That's quite traumatizing.
And I've bought them before because I see them on people and I think they look beautiful. And I think, oh, maybe for, I don't know, a special occasion or something. But I guess I have to practice a little bit because I didn't have so much success that time. And I think I need to take the glue with me.
Yeah, your touch-up glue is a must for sure if your nail. That's
when you're on a date. It was so funny. I just kept my sunglasses on, and it was like really late into the night. Like, I'll just keep my sunglasses on because I have one eyelash on and the other one fell off.
That is too funny. That honestly is the common tale. Maybe it was Kelly that was somebody else was telling me that. They're like, yeah, I tried lashes because I was going out with friends. And I'm like, no. That's when you want to wear them, but that's not when you want to try them. Because, like, you need time set aside to learn them. And then it's like, you don't want to mess up or you want to never try them again.
Right.
I always tell people, look down again for me, but don't close. I always tell people it's like riding a bike. Like, it's just awkward your first couple times. Not for some people just get it, but for most people, I would say it's like awkward and you're going to mess up. But once you get it, it's so easy and like you'll just love them and you can pop them in. Like, I feel like it's faster than messing with mascara and everything.
That's what I've heard. So that's why I was try it out. And we're going out on a group date. So try out this easy eyelash thing. And anyway, but it's funny. I just laugh at myself about that now.
Well, round 2 of wearing them, I don't think you'll have any problems today.
What I think people don't realize, too, is that you have to cut them.
Okay.
And I didn't cut mine.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear Kelly. Probably. I feel like our sound picks up a lot. But she said she thinks most people don't realize that you have to cut them because she didn't cut hers, and that was her problem. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to learn, but I think all you guys can do it. You will love it. Okay, so those are on. Once that glue is very dry, we'll curl it a little bit and add some mascara for the full magic to set in. Okay, so I have mixed foundation and a moisturizer. So this is what I pretty much always use for skin prep, the Sonia Roselle Water Bomb. And I do always link this one. And I like to mix it today. I mixed it with NARS foundation, and this is Vanuatu, the shade medium 3.5. And that was a perfect match for her. I didn't have to mix a bunch of foundations, but I love the combo of these two mixed on people with just really great skin where I'm not covering much up because it just shears it out a little bit, but you still get great coverage. The NARS foundation has such excellent coverage. which is why I like to carry it, because I can really work with it. I can do multiple layers and I can get full coverage, or I can sheer it out like this. So as a makeup artist, it's really, really, really a great foundation. And I know a lot of people like it for daily wear on their own too. So Leslie has beautiful freckles, but you said that your preference is to cover them usually, right?
Right. I'm a little bit conscious of my freckles, so I feel like I've always tried to kind of hide them. If I wear sunscreen, it's just so I don't get any more freckles.
Kelly and I were teasing her when we were doing a before video. We're like, there are filters on Instagram to give you freckles. Like, everyone is wanting the freckles, but I get it. It's like curly hair. We all want it. Like, people with straight hair, and then those that are curly, it's like they'll straighten it.
Right, right.
I like them. So the technique I'm doing, if you guys watching have freckles, this is really good because you'll see my first pass. You can still see the freckles perfectly, but it evens out her skin. It's actually almost trickier to like leave the freckles showing and get the kind of coverage you want than it is to just cover them up. So using like a medium weight conceal or foundation, or like a sheer to medium, is really good because it'll kind of cover skin imperfections and a little bit of discoloration, but the freckles will peek through if you want them to show. But to cover them, I'm just going to do like one more pass with the foundation. And I might do, so I have on my little dish, I mix the foundation and the water bomb together, but I might do a pump of pure foundation because that's what will give me the full coverage on the freckles, if that's what we want to do today. So I'm just gonna sort of pass over the areas with freckles. I really, really love the finish that you get when you mix this foundation with a little bit of the water balm. It's very, very dewy, and I don't want to lose that, and so I'm going to be careful to not apply too much foundation. Because it does look a little heavier. Do you wear foundation ever?
I wear like a tiny bit.
Okay.
And usually just kind of up over my nose and kind of under my eyes.
That's usually the biggest. I feel like when people get their makeup done, or they wear makeup and they usually don't, that's like the biggest thing, is to see the difference in your skin, like having foundation on it. It's more, it just adds like a little bit of texture, but it's looking very pretty. Okay, so I want to do just a little bit of contouring for fun. So I'm going to grab a shade, it's like 2.5 shades darker in the foundation. This one's Aruba. And we're just going to contour her forehead a little bit with that. So same brush. Just kind of put this up in the hairline. And honestly, this actually is like what's going to match her forehead, because this is like where the sun shines down. And if you have a higher forehead, it's going to get tan.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So as I was working with your face color, as I got up on your forehead, it was like looking too light. Like if something looks too much like foundation and it's like very apparent where you're putting it on the skin, like it's probably the wrong color. So like you would never know what, for those of you watching, like you can't even tell that that's 2 shades darker. It just looks like what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Very, very pretty. And then I think, do you get oily at all?
A little bit.
Like T-zone area?
Yes, exactly. T-zone.
Like oily or just like a little bit shiny?
Just a little shiny.
Okay. I don't want to powder her too much, so I think I'm going to do a little contouring with a cream. This is another Charlotte Tilbury thing I grabbed. This is the Easy Contour Wand, the Hollywood stick. And this is so cool. This came last night, my stuff, so I haven't used it, but I had to like see how it worked. So it has a white little tip, and you flip it on. I think it's on right now. Okay, and I'll hold it. I'm gonna hold it up by her face so Kelly can focus. So you just like squeeze it, and the product starts to come out, which I think is so cool for personal use because you can just dot it on just try it on the face and then blend it, which I love, but I don't know how I would sanitize it, so I'm just going to put a little bit on a dish and do it with a brush, but I think that's so fun. In this color, I would say this is the fair medium, so you could do a darker color with Leslie's skin tone, but I think this shade is going to be just like a really natural contour for her, which I like, so I'm going to do this. I only ordered one shade of them to try. Let's see, I haven't used it yet. I just had to squeeze it to see when I opened it. I'm like, ooh, that's fun. Yeah, it has more of like a, at least looking it on her, it looks like it has a little bit more of like a pinky brown undertone, which would be really great for fair skin. I feel like Leslie needs probably something with a little bit more warmth for a contour. So I'm just going to kind of blend this in, and then maybe I'll do a contour powder. It blends super easy. Like that took 2 seconds to sort of diffuse it how I like. I might have to order more shade tones. Okay. That is pretty. Let's do some concealing under the eyes. I want something with a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to do the Tarte Shape Tape. So I pulled light, medium, and medium. I think I'm going to start with the light medium. And if I feel like that's too light, which I do think I will think it's too light, I'm going to mix it with some medium. Yeah, I think medium will be pretty. Okay, Jacqueline says Kiss has a really good lash glue liner. Oh, I haven't tried theirs. I really love Kiss lashes though. Yeah, okay, so this is Tarte Shape Tape in medium, and it's a really good color. In fact, I might mix the medium light and medium, because I do want to brighten slightly. But this has a lot of coverage, so if we want to cover any little freckles under the eyes, I think a lot of people get freckles under the eyes because it's not necessarily a place we put sunscreen, because most sunscreen isn't eye safe. Mm-hmm. Have you found one, like an eye cream you like with a sunscreen in it?
No. I would love to know if somebody knows of one.
Yeah. If you guys know, if you guys have any good eye cream with sunscreen recommendations, let us know. I don't see that often. They usually don't have SPF. It's like you got to be on top of wearing your sunglasses, which...
Well, if your lashes are falling off, then you wear your sunglasses.
Definitely wear your sunglasses. That is so funny. So it's like night and you're like wearing your sunglasses. You're like, sorry.
And my husband's like, why are you wearing your sunglasses still? I'm like,
Well, that is so funny. The lash struggles. Because it's like, yeah, what are you to do? It's like pretty apparent. If you just have one
right
on, you're like,
My sunglasses saved the day.
I know, thank goodness you had them, right? That's so funny. Well, you'll have to try again. You can reuse these lashes, so when you take them off tonight, you can like comb them out and just let them dry, and then you can try them again.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll practice.
Yeah, have some practice
for the
when
next
you don't
group
have
date.
a date night. Yeah, and then you can debut them for your next group date. And they'll both stay on. I like the lash glue that has a little like applicator stick, so you can bring it with you and just sort of dot on the glue if, heaven forbid, they started to come off. Okay, so we're going to set that. So I also got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder, and I used it under my eyes this morning, and I loved it to sort of set things. So we're just going to dust a little bit on today. And I got a pretty light color because I really did want to use it to brighten the under eye area. And I really like that. So we'll just sort of set that. Pretty, okay. But I do want to do like a dewy blush look. So I'm going to use, I used this on Tuesday too on our model, but I loved it. This is Milk Makeup, and this is called Quickie. It's like a berry shade, and it's so pretty. It's like the perfect color for her shirt. So I'm just going to sort of swipe it on. And I like to do like upper cheekbones for a lifted look, and then I'll kind of dust it on the apples. All right, and then I'm just going to take a clean brush. You can use your fingers. I like to do a brush, and I'm just going to stipple it over the cheeks. Turn you a little bit so they can see. Sort of stipple it on. Super pretty. Okay. And I'm going to turn you this way and we'll stipple that side. And when you're working with cream blush over foundation, you stipple, so you press. You don't swirl, you don't brush, you press. Otherwise, you'll disrupt the foundation underneath. And it will start to turn like weird colors because they'll mix together. But that blends in so nicely. These Milk makeup sticks, I have 3 shades, so I'll list the ones that I like. But they blend really well, and they're very dewy. They have a very dewy finish, and it does appear like quite sheer, like it shears out, so it looks very much like you're glowing from within. Like it's as if you really could get berry skin color naturally. It would look like this, and so I really like it. And you can layer it. Sometimes I like to layer the area I want to be the brightest. Okay, that is so pretty. Before we do lips, we'll curl the lashes, and then I'll add maybe probably a little bit of shimmer underneath, because why not? Okay, Angelique says, what is your opinion on human hair lashes? I've seen some by Red Cherry. I mean, they're fine. I've used them before. I like Red Cherry, and I think all Red Cherry lashes says they're human hair, but it's just like extensions or something. It's so processed and so treated. It's like, I don't know, I guess if you think about it, it's weird. I don't know if that's your question. Like, is it, or maybe you're asking it just that they're good. They're fine. So Lash, like quality of what it's made of, I don't see a huge difference between like human hair, synthetic, even mink ones. My favorite is the synthetic mink because they're very soft and fluffy like a real mink hair, but I think if we can replicate it synthetically, that's what we should do. And those look the most like luxe, like high end to me is those ones. So Velour has really good ones. Lily Lash has really good ones. And they're hand woven. They're supposed to last you like 30 wears. So, but they're more of like a statement lash. Like they're usually a lot thicker. But the human hair ones, and honestly, these ones could even be human hair too. I know Red Cherry does it. I don't know if Kiss and Ardell do it. I'm not seeing it right now. But they're good. They look nice. They look very similar to this. So these look a lot like the human hair ones, whether they are or not. Okay. And then Megan said the finish is just beautiful. She says, I love the look of freckles showing through. I do
Thank
too.
you.
For an everyday look. Yeah, that's my favorite combo. So the NARS foundation and the Sonia Roselli water balm, like these two, probably 2 parts foundation to 1 part water balm. Sometimes I do half and half. It literally is magic. Like the coverage is unreal for a scented moisturizer, and the finish is so pretty. It's like that perfect dew that we all want. But this foundation has enough oil control in it. It's not necessarily like an oil controlling foundation, but it does have a natural matte. So it's worked for everybody. I love it so much. And then someone's saying that you would look fantastic with the fox eye look, or even a really smoky eye glam moment, right? Have you heard of the fox eye trend?
No.
In makeup? So it's like, do you know who Bella Hadid is?
I've heard the name.
So she's like a model.
Okay.
And they have that very like lifted eye, like face look. Like they'll bring the tail of the eyebrow up high and they'll extend the shadow. So it's like a plastic surgery trend right now, and it's a makeup trend, but it would look pretty on you. That's what people are saying.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, maybe we'll have to have her back. We don't scare her away. If she is not truly nervous here, then we'll have her back. Okay, and then you're getting recommendations for your eye cream. So
good.
This is good.
Good, yeah.
So Tori says she uses Elta MD and slather all over, and it doesn't bother your eyes. Okay, that's good to know. And then M. Coleman, she says she's having a difficult time seeing your model when you work on her side furthest away from you. Okay, So I'm guessing this side. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to try to turn her as I do that side, and then tell me if that helps. Thank you for commenting. Since we're live, if you guys ever can't see, tell us, because either Kelly can fix the angle or most likely it's me, and I can just remember to turn my model and not stand in front of her. So thank you for telling us. Okay, and then another is recommendation, SkinCeuticals Physical UV Defense Sunscreen SPF 50 is a really nice eye sunscreen. And then she says she'll try to find a link for us.
Okay.
SkinCeuticals is a good brand. That's cool. Oh, and she says it's tinted a bit. Perfect. And then Jacqueline loves your blush, and she's going to order one now. Okay, and Angelique said she was just wondering if the lashes were good. That was an earlier question. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, this is like the prettiest berry color. It's my favorite berry color that I have found in a blush, truly. So this is called Quickie. I was, when I used it the other day, I'll tell you guys in a second after I curl her lashes. I'm going to have you kind of look forward. Down slightly. Perfect. Does that pinch at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm just going to do some little squeezes. On Tuesday, when I used this blush on my model, and she was like laughing at the name, and I told her, I'm like, sometimes when makeups have like names like that, I get nervous to read it on my channel because I'm scared I'll get demonetized or YouTube will like flag my channel or something like that. And we were laughing, and it's never happened, but that video got like demonetized. It was funny. I think it was random. Sometimes the AI, because it's a machine that sort of will scan the videos and decide, and they try to be really on top of it, which is good. Like they don't want kids to see things, or people don't want to advertise on things. So sometimes they get it wrong, but it was just funny because we had been talking about it. Okay, I'm gonna do some mascara. Okay, so go ahead and look at the brush for me, follow it down, and stay right there. I love to add mascara to the false lashes. I feel like it makes them look more real. I don't do the tips though. I feel like what you're paying for and what you look for in a false lash is the way the ends taper. Like it's all about like the thickness of the base and then the tapering and the fluffiness of the tips. And that's why I'll like certain lashes. So if you put mascara on these nice fluffy tips, they're just going to get spiky. And like, what's the point of using it? Like all lashes will look the same. Go ahead and look up for me. So I don't ever put it on the tips. Rarely, I will say. Maybe I will for something, but. Kelly and I were trying to get Leslie to use the lash grow stand before we started, because she's like, oh, my lashes are just so little, but they're so thick. Her natural lashes are so thick. They're just not very long, and so I'm telling her you have to use the lash growth. That works so good. I've used the Rodin and Fields one before. I bought it from a friend, and that one worked crazy amazing. And then I've seen everybody post about the Grande lash, and I've heard that one's so good. So I grabbed that one last time I went to the hair store, and I've been trying that.
Okay. I need to get some for sure.
You'll love it. Okay, so same palette, Charlotte Tilbury palette. I'm just going to use the lightest color. Sort of mix these two and highlight her inner corner. A little bit of a pop. And then I'm going to take this like crease color. Go ahead and look up for me. And I'm just going to sort of wiggle it under the eyes just to add a little bit of depth under there. And then I want to top it with a shimmer. I think I might try this like glittery guy. Do a little bit of glitter under the eyes. I sort of swatched this last night when I got it. And this shade is so pretty. It's like a shimmer. Like I feel like most glitters are sort of more like a chunky, choppy glitter, but this one just looked like little sparkles on my arm. It's sort of like a sheer, doesn't have like a lot of depth to it. It's more just like the color or the shimmeries, and I thought it was so pretty. It's subtle, which I like. At least when I swatched it real quick. Okay, go ahead and close. I'm actually going to add a little bit of the shimmer on the lid. Little sparkle. Okay, so pretty. All right, and Megan says, as a makeup artist, the organizing method in the reading planner just had me, and she goes, hard A. She's laughing at my thing. And I'm not sold on this yet. So I saw somebody, I was trying to find a way to organize like my mascaras, my tweezers, like your tools, your little scissors and stuff like that. So I grabbed these, they're like 3-ring binders, and I put it in a binder, and I love it, but it's kind of, I guess it does close. I love it. It is working good. But it is bulky, so I can't decide if it's taking up more space or less space. That's funny. I know when you're a makeup artist, you like, they call it kit porn, and you just look at people's kits online, like on Pinterest, and you're like, oh, that's organized so good, or like, that's so clean, and you're like into it. I feel you. I do the same thing. Okay, so that is looking good. So I think for lips, I think I want to do this color again, the one we did on the cheeks. I'm loving the combo of the lip and cheeks being the same. So we're going to scrape some of this off. Grab a lip brush. And then after I do this, after I apply a little bit of lip, I'm going to go back and we're really going to highlight the skin and do some little bit of bronzing and stuff like that. I'm excited to do this little lip color. So the Milk makeup stick we did on the cheeks, it's a lip and a cheek tint, which is so fun. It's like a 2-in-1, so you can do it on your lips too. And it reminds me of the texture of a chapstick, like a very squishy chapstick, if that makes sense. Like not one of the ones that's really hard, but it just has that sort of like, almost like a Vaseline texture in like a good way. Like it's smooth and it's sort of like waxy creamy. So it gives like a really, really good shine and you feel really hydrated. And I think that's why it looks so dewy on the cheeks. And it has like a very natural look on the lip too. Like it's sort of more sheer, which is pretty. It's like very wearable. So I think this will be really pretty for Leslie because it's not going to feel as structured and as intense as like a lipstick. We'll put a little bit of gloss over it probably. I might go out after the fact and add a little bit of lip liner if I want to add a little more structure, but we'll see what this looks like for now. For those of you that were having a hard time seeing, are you able to see a little better now? I think it was when I worked on that side of the face, so I'll have to remember. I'm slightly going to turn you so my hat doesn't get in the way. Oh, this is such a good berry color. I ordered a couple more Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks too because I love her formula so much. It might be my favorite lip formula out right now because like I really like her Matte Revolution formula because they are very long wearing and you can build them very opaque very easily. But I've been using them as a stain lately. I'll just take a little bit and sort of tap it in and blend it. And it's the prettiest, most natural like lip color ever, like any of the shades. They just are very pretty sheared out. Okay. So pretty. I am going to add just like a little bit of, well, no, let's not add liner. Let's just add a gloss. Let's do Dolly. So I'm going to do the Buxom glasses that I love so much. They just are the best. So this one's in the shade Dolly. I've really been liking Dolly for fall. I'll hold it up by Leslie's face so you can see. It's like a cool tone pink to me, like a natural pink, like a rosy tone, but it's not like too blue where it's not wearable for everybody. So we're just going to top this with that. And I actually think over top of these milk sticks that a clear gloss would be really pretty too. I have the Beauty Bio like clear glosses and those are my favorite clear ones. I use those a lot because they're super hydrating. Okay, let's get into some skin work. So, I'm gonna do some highlighting. I'm gonna start with the Dior Backstage Highlighting Palette. So I'm gonna mix these two shades. And this one's just very velvety smooth. Has a really great texture. Not that Leslie has any skin texture we have to worry about, but it doesn't, this product doesn't emphasize texture at all. It reminds me, the finish, a little bit of the Hourglass palettes that I like, where it's like very wearable for all skin types, but it has like more of a kick to it. It's more light reflecting. And I'll often use it as a topper on top of the Hourglass highlights, and it appears like more shiny that way, but starting with it, it's a little bit more softer. So what I do for the nose contour, I'll take my highlighting brush and I will pinch it so then it becomes a straight line. And when it's pinched, I'll dip it into my product, and you can just draw a nice line down the nose and do like the little tip if you want. When you highlight the nose, if your area is too wide, if you go in with a brush and just start going to town, you're going to make the nose look wide, which is generally what we don't want. And I'm going to take this pink one and I'm going to slightly kind of go over the blush area. Okay, that is very pretty. So pretty. Okay. I like the way that's looking. I love to layer my highlighters, but I feel like we don't even need more. I think I just love doing highlight. I love to layer them because you can really get a super glowy look that way, and I just love layering products, but I think part of why I love it is it's just fun to keep adding layers of highlights. Okay, that's pretty. Eyes are pretty. All right, guys. You look so pretty. Are you ready to see?
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited too.
Okay, let's play. Let me do a little bit of bronzing just on the forehead and under the cheeks.
Okay.
And then we'll tell Kelly in a second. She'll play the before video for you guys. Check your questions one more time. Okay, and we're getting recommendations that the Grande Lash is really good. Oh, and you're trying the eye envy. She likes that too. Oh, and then Jacqueline said that she can see me better. It just was my hat in the way.
It's a super cute hat.
Thank you. Hats are like very fall. I'm not even a big hat person, but I'm with you. I'm like, it feels like fall.
Finally, because we
finally.
haven't had it. It was 100 degrees last week. We were still at the beach here in California. You guys are having fall leaves and hot cocoa, and we're still at the beach. And finally this week, it is only 80.
I know. It's like, we're like, it's so cold now. It's like 79.
The air conditioner only runs like 3 times a
Oh
day instead of constantly.
I know. We turned on our fireplace the other night. I'm like, oh, it's chilly. Let's turn it on. Because the baby loves it. She gets so excited.
Oh. Chilly meaning it's not 100 degrees.
It was a lot. That is so funny. Okay, I'm going to bronze the sides of the nose, I think, really quick. So I'm going to do the same technique. I'm going to take, this time, a clean brush, but the same as did with the highlighter. You just pinch it, and then you have a nice, narrow little brush. I have angled brushes that I like to use for the nose contour, but if I'm not specifically using those, if I'm doing more of like a less structured look, just like a quick contour, I tend to pinch my brush. I just feel like it looks really natural. It's like there's sort of 2 ways to do a nose contour. One is to get really precise and to do creams and powders and really change the shape. And then the other way is just sort of do a quick little sculpt like this, just real quick. We're blended. Okay, let's do, if Kelly hasn't yet, let's do the before video. Okay, and this is the after. You ready to see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's a mirror.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
You look so pretty.
Oh, wow. Thank
Aw,
you.
You're welcome. You look stunning. You were
Aw,
stunning before,
thank
but you look
you.
very pretty.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the brows? We completely changed them. I'm sure it feels so different.
It totally like changes my whole face.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I went soft though, so I just did pencil. So if I'm totally rechanging somebody's brows like this, I will use pencil. It's a lot more soft than like a pomade, and honestly even a powder when I'm changing the shape, because I can draw the hair. So that's what I did. I feel like it looks natural. It's probably very different for you.
It is, but it
I
looks
like
good.
it. Yeah.
I don't feel like it's drastic. It's
Yes.
subtle and more natural. So I like it a lot.
Yeah, well, you look stunning. Thank you for modeling.
Thank you.
How was it? Was it as scary as you thought?
It wasn't as scary, and everybody's comments made it so nice and
Aw.
comfortable. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. You guys are the best. We love hanging out with you. It's so fun, those of you that hang out with us in the live chat. We love it. Thank you for modeling.
Thank
You were the
you.
best, and thank you guys for hanging out. We will be live again next Tuesday, so hang out with us then. And we'll be sure to get to some of your requests, and we'll start doing some fun videos. Thanks, guys.